It's time. I made it. I think I made it. Are you there? Did I make it? It's all right, Hutch. I'm home. Hi, Hutch. Hi. How you doing? I'm home. Yes, I made it home. Okay. Are you coming with me? All right, Hutch. Okay. All right. I think we made it.
Welcome to my cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Hey, what's going on with the phone here? It was, oh my gosh. All right, wait, mute. Oh, it was flawless. It was flawless until that moment. How is everybody doing? Am I even live? Yeah, I am. Oh, look at all these comments. So many people watching. Good to see you tonight. And yes, I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad I'm here. And I made it. Sorry about the echoing, Caden. Thanks for pointing that out. It was because I had the phone live streaming with the other camera here. I can't wait to go back and watch that. I have no idea how that worked out. I hope it was good. It was, you know what I do well with? I do well with last minute ideas. That truly was a last minute idea. I did make it home, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I just barely made it home? And then anyway, that was kind of a last minute idea. How's everybody doing? Let me jump back and to the beginning here and tell you, first of all, welcome to live stream number 63, April 11th, 2022. Good to see you, my friends. Going to skip over the happy spring announcement because we're well past spring, although we haven't quite seen the spring weather yet. But if you notice, all the little, flower things are coming up. I don't know, what are they, crocus or dandelions? No, not dandelions. What, daffodils? Daffodils are coming up, and it's nice. Spring is coming, so I'm happy to see that. Hey, if you're watching from Facebook, you can also find the channel on YouTube. I mean, the channel really is a YouTube channel, but we also stream live to Facebook simultaneously. And no, not Instagram. We can't stream to Instagram. You can stream to Instagram, but not multiple platforms. So I'd have to stream directly from the Instagram app, and I wouldn't be able to use this program. So anyway, I don't stream live to Instagram, although I do post some pictures on there. And of course, you can find us on Twitch at Twactor Twitch, and some folks do that. I know our friend Dave from RCAF Polar Express, he tries to join from Twitch to give us a little bit of support there. Hey, I do want to say, if it's your first time here, please say hi in the comments, because we're all really glad that you're here. You'll find such a great community of people in this live chat, and I'm so excited every Monday to come back and see everybody chatting with each other and having a good time. Also, especially if you're joining us for the first time, well, it doesn't matter whether it's from YouTube or Facebook, say hi in the comments first time here, and you'll see that folks will welcome you here, and you'll quickly become part of the family. What we do here, by the way, is we talk about my channel, which is really about my compact tractor projects that I do around the property. It's about living out in the country. Whether you live out in the country, or you used to live out in the country, or you dream to live out in the country, we all have this in common, that we love rural living. So most of us here do have a little bit of property, or we strive for that. There are some homesteaders here and farmers and all different types, but people who seem to generally enjoy the great outdoors. So that's what we do here. We talk about that. The live stream is just a chance for me to connect with you directly, the viewer, and of course for the audience members to connect with each other in the live chat, which I'm happy to facilitate that. And I think that's why we keep coming back week after week. What I wanted to mention to you, though, if you're joining from Facebook, I've been growing the Facebook page, which is similar to the YouTube page, but I'm finding there's a different audience on Facebook, some crossover, but the Facebook page, my gosh, it's been growing by leaps and bounds. I've been sharing some of the videos, some of the older videos on Facebook because they're new to some of those viewers. And then, of course, any new releases go out on YouTube and on Facebook as well. And again, I mean, just really crushing it on Facebook. I don't know how Facebook shares the content, but lots of views on Facebook. So the point is, if you found the channel through Facebook, and if you're a Facebook viewer, I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you for joining us. And if you make a comment, if you're new to this, if you make a comment, then we can kind of see where you're watching from. Like, for instance, here, Linda, yay, Facebook. And you see the little logo next to her honeybee profile picture there. Linda's watching from Facebook. And then, well, there you go. Caden is on Facebook. Caden has a channel on YouTube, but he's watching from Facebook. And Ross on the land saying awesome. I don't know what you're saying awesome to, Ross, but maybe everything's awesome. Ross is watching from YouTube because you can see the YouTube logo underneath his profile picture there of the Ross on the Land YouTube channel, which is, by the way, a fun channel to watch. I always enjoy watching Ross's content. So let's look back, because I was making some announcements, and that's kind of what we do. Again, if you're new to the channel and you're here watching live at the moment, you can ask a question. I don't always see the question in the live chat because we do have a lot of people watching, and live chat goes by quickly. If you have questions, though, post it like this. Write the word question. I like it in all caps, and then followed by your question. And then when I'm looking through, I can see your question. So keep that in mind if you have questions to do it that way. Right now, I'm not looking at the live chat, so I can't see anything. Oh, and also, Facebook or YouTube, click that like button. Makes me feel good. Makes me happy. Makes the algorithms happy. Makes the viewers happy. It's a fun thing to do. Of course, on Facebook, you can do more than that. You can click the laugh emoji or the angry emoji or the sad, whatever. But just click the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Something fun we do once in a while, I don't do it every week though, is fun facts. I don't have a lot for you today because, as you saw from the beginning, I was running late. Let me tell you why. Let's slow down here a second. The reason that I barely made it was because I was working. I've been working remotely through most of this pandemic, which I'm very thankful for. I was actually working remotely before the pandemic, but even more so during. And I like working remotely. I spent a large portion of my career life being self-employed. And then, 10, 15 years ago, I went back into the workforce and got a real job. I can never say that without the air quotes. I don't know why. It's like, get a real job. Anyway, so I spent a long time being self-employed, which I liked that flexibility, and you work different hours, but I don't mind that. Even for my, I'm not going to do the air quotes. Even for my real job, I'll work sometimes late at night. The whole idea is just get the job done. Why do I tell you that? That's because today I had to travel for my job, and I was up by New York City. I could see New York City out my passenger side window. I was on the New Jersey Turnpike, and you see that World Trade Center there. I talked about the World Trade Center last week, I think, because it was one of the fun facts about the building of the original Twin Towers. and how I used to like to see them off in the distance and just a beacon of New York City for me. So now you go up and you see the One World Trade Center, which it's a nice building, but I just don't feel it. When I see that building, it just doesn't stand out like the old square ones did. At any rate, I was traveling today, and that's a good 2 hours from where I live, and I was trying to get out of work, by, 4, and I didn't get out of work until 4:30, and then with traffic, you're home by 6:30 if you're lucky, and then live stream at 7. So that's why I thought, if I don't make it, if I hit traffic, I'm going to pull over into a rest stop, and we'll stream from my phone. That's why I set it up earlier. But I was really hoping to be home because it's just easier to have this set up here. Was that a lot of backstory that didn't make any sense? Well, that's also what we do here. Is I just talk and people listen, and they either like it or they don't. Fun facts, though, I did look up a few. I had a little bit of time, and today's eight track tape day. I will tell you that the 8-track, personally, was my least favorite of all media. It was a little bit before my time. I kind of came of age, so to speak, a teenager, during the era of cassette tapes, really. Actually, vinyl albums. First few records I owned were, well, records. They were vinyl albums. And then quickly got into CDs. Remember joining that, no, not CDs, audio cassettes. Cassette of the Month Club, BMG or RCA, and you get the 18 free cassettes. What a fun thing that was. Anyway, the 8-track tape, I had a few, and I just thought they were horrible because you couldn't rewind. Just, I don't know. Did any of you like 8-track tapes? Were they your favorite? Because not mine. But anyway, that was that kind of 70s, 80s era, and I guess the 8-tracks were short-lived in maybe the early 70s, but I missed out on that, luckily. By the way, I like music from. I had a playlist playing on the radio coming home, and on Spotify, whatever you use. I happen to not be using Spotify at the moment because, long story, but I'll tell you now that you asked, I'm using something called Tidal, Tidal. It's a lot like Spotify, only it's called Tidal instead of Spotify. And I started using that because here's the thing. Spotify, now this is a true story, okay? And I'm sorry that I'm missing all these great comments going by, but since you asked why I'm not using Spotify, true story, our son was living home, our adult son was living at home, and he had a Spotify account. So with Spotify, you can have family members, like up to 3 or 5 family members on your family account. So my wife and I were on his Spotify account, which is totally legit. That's what it's there for. But then he moved out. He moved out, and he sent a text. Said, "By the way, I'm done with Spotify. I'm going to drop it. We don't use it." Okay, drop Spotify. I pick up my account because I did have an account, but I started paying my family account. Get this, Spotify would not let my wife or any of the other kids join my account because they had previously been family members of somebody else's account, and they can't join any other family member account for an entire year. I spent like an hour with tech support on the phone saying there has to be a way around this because it's all legitimate. Nobody was bending the rules or whatever. And they said, no, you have to wait a year. I'm like, that's insane. And they wouldn't change it. You had to wait a year. So I said, well, I'm not going to pay for a plan and not be able to have my family join for an entire year. Crazy. So that's why I gave it up. I like Spotify. I really enjoyed using it. But here's the point. Here's the point is that I had a playlist, not a homemade playlist, but the Tidal or Spotify, they sort of learn what you like and they make suggestions to you, and they have a daily mix or whatever. And my daily mix is kind of interesting because one song came on, the Ode to Billy Joe, Remember that song from the 70s? What a hauntingly great song that is. I was listening to that and I just love that song. And I don't truly know the story, which I think is what people like about that song is you really don't know what happened to Billy Joe. Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge, but did he? Did he really jump off? I don't know. I think the girl pushed him off. Uh, but great song. Anyway, after that song plays, then comes, Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon, and then comes this jazz song, and then back to like Merle Haggard. That's a little diversity there. I'm sorry if you came here to listen to me talk about tractors. We'll talk about that too because I have a fun little announcement coming up. But this is kind of what we do on the live stream. It's different than the other content because it's just a chance to get together and see each other and chat. How's my collar? Good. Uh, it's also National, what is that, Poutine Day for our Canadian friends. I feel like after I started looking this up, because I thought, well, I don't know what poutine is. And I looked it up, and maybe I'm saying it wrong. And you're like, yeah, you sure don't know what it is because the way you're saying it. It's a Canadian, French Canadian dish of French fries and cheese curds topped with brown gravy. I don't even know what cheese curds are. I know curds and whey from Goldilocks or whatever, or the Three Bears. I guess that's the same story. Anyway, that's the dish. And I feel like I must have done a live stream 1 year ago on the same day because I feel like I remember talking about poutine in the past. Anyway, that's what today is. And on a somber note, it is Holy Monday for those of us who practice the Christian faith. It's 6 days before Easter. So I don't know if you say Happy Holy Monday, but that's what it is because Easter Sunday is coming up. Well, on Sunday. About tonight's show. Well, as you know, I was running late from work tonight, so we're just kind of going to riff here and chat a little bit. Time goes by quickly, but we will be doing a sticker giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And tonight is going to be the bumper sticker, which this bumper sticker comes up once in a while. It's more of a limited edition than the other ones. Not to say I won't continue to make these, but currently I have more of the other stickers than these. So we tend to give away, maybe 3 weeks of round stickers and then the bumper sticker. So you'll get a chance to win one of these bumper stickers tonight. So that'll be fun, right? Otherwise, we're just going to chat about, I'm going to look at the live chat and you can tell me what's going on with your world, any questions about my channel and what's happening here. And we'll just have some fun with that. But I do want to mention to you that on May 2nd, so mark your calendars, as you know, as I hope you know, my last video was using the Curtis Industries, which now owns Artillion Tractor Equipment. Artillion makes a lot of attachments, modular attachments for your tractor. My last video, I featured the Artillion stump bucket, or front hoe as they call it. It's like a backhoe, only it's in the front. So they call it a front hoe. It doesn't have any of the articulation that a backhoe has. Well, it has some of the articulation. But anyway, it's a front hoe, and it just hooks to your bucket. It's really a tiny little bucket, basically, wedge shaped, and it's great for digging out roots and bushes and whatnot. So I that's what my last video was that Artillion stump bucket. And Artillion did provide the stump bucket to me to use on the channel to share with you, obviously in the hopes that some other people will buy it. I mean, that's business, that's marketing, of course, and you want to see what's a good product. So I'm happy to share it with you. And I spoke with the representative at Artillion. I don't know if he's going to come on or if his chief engineer is going to come on, but we're going to have a representative from Artillion here on May 2nd. And it's not, believe me, I'm not pushing any sales. I just think it's interesting to talk to U.S. manufacturers about their company, about what they do. So you're going to have a chance to ask questions in the live chat directly of this Artillion representative and learn more about that company and the many offerings that they have. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We haven't had a live guest on for a few weeks, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Let me take a break from talking. Well, I don't know about talking and take a break, but let me take a break and look through the comments and see if there's anything specific for me. Again, go and chat amongst yourselves, which is what you do, and I'm always happy to see that. But let me just scroll through here a bit and see if there's anything that stands out and that might be a question. A lot of these comments started long before the live stream, which is fun. People jump on early and start chatting. There were some bets going on whether I'd make it or not. So let me look here. I guess I could start saying hello to people like Chris at the Watershed Overlook is here, and Brutal Bob and Ricky Ventures. Ricky Ventures sent me a T-shirt. Thank you, Ricky. I need to take a picture of that for you. I promised you I'd do that, but I have been crazy busy lately. But anyway, thank you for that, Ricky Ventures. Gosh, a lot of these. I'm still reading the comments from before the show started, so I'm going to have to skip through a little bit. Again, if there's any specific questions, please mark them down. Sorry for not making eye contact with you, but I'm reading. Very nice, Caden, mentioning to folks, welcome if it's your first time. And I apologize if I'm missing any comments that say first time here, but we certainly welcome you. Right. It's a lot of comments. There's Fred Thompson on Facebook. See, we were talking about folks watching from Facebook. So Fred, welcome. Glad to see you. Margaret, what's that word that I say all the time? You were going to have a drinking game about it? You said I say something all the time. I don't remember what it is. Now I'm a little self-conscious because I don't remember what it is. My wife tells me I say anyway a lot. Anyway, I might. Question from Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead. I'm quite certain the Tidal has bluegrass music. They seem to have everything that Spotify has that I've seen. Tidal, from what I understand, doing a little bit of research, because there's a lot of music apps that you can use. You can use Apple Music, Prime Music. YouTube has a music app. From the little bit of research that I did, Tidal apparently has maybe better fidelity, which I don't care about too much because I'm not an audiophile. I like good music, but if I have a set of headphones on, it all sounds good to me. But apparently they have a higher streaming quality, if that's important to you. But I also understand that they treat their artists better than a lot of the other platforms, that they pay them a higher percentage than many of the other platforms. I don't think Spotify, I think Spotify is the biggest streaming platform for music, but maybe they can't afford to pay their artists as much. I don't know, but what I read said Tidal treats their artists pretty good, pretty well, pretty good. Okay. Okay. All right, Ross, talking about poutine. All right. Yeah, Ross is up there in Canada, so he knows all about it. I don't think, you know what? I don't even know if curds sounds good. Are curds like cottage cheese? Is that what curds are? I love cottage cheese. I love large curd cottage cheese. Is that what a curd is? If that's the case, I probably like it. We have something like that here in Jersey. What's it called? Poutine is a heart attack in the making. Yeah, Luke, we have there's something in Jersey where you have French fries with cheese and gravy. It's called something else though. I forget. Anyway, there's the anyway. Yeah, cheese curds. That's what I'm saying. Is it cottage cheese? There's a question from Linda. How are the bees? I haven't been out too much to look at them. Anne was out the other day, and she said they were quite active. and it wasn't even that warm of a day. I was surprised. But I hope yours are doing well. But these guys, I'll confess, I haven't really looked that closely. I will, though. I will. A lot of comments. Question from Linda: Does anyone want to see the installation of swarm boxes on edge trees? I'd like to see that. I don't even know what they are. I know that it's a box where you can catch a swarm, but does it attract a swarm? Like, is the idea that when the bees swarm, that they'll go to this box instead of going somewhere else where they're harder to catch? I'm guessing that's the fact. I would like to see some installation of swarm boxes. I'll record that if you come do it, which I know that's what you're talking about. That'd be neat. Again, the bee swarm video that I made was not as popular as the others, but very enjoyable. I always encourage people to watch it. Here's a question from Chris over at the Watershed Overlook. When you upload to Facebook, do you upload a link to the YouTube content, or do you upload the full video to Facebook? It's a technical question there, Chris, and it might be boring for some of the viewers. What I used to do, I've had the Facebook page almost since the beginning of the channel. I used to just share a link to the YouTube channel thinking, oh, this will bring people to my YouTube channel and grow my YouTube channel. Didn't really work that way. So what I've been doing now for the past 3-4 months, maybe 6, I don't know. I'm re-uploading the actual video to Facebook on their own platform, because Facebook, YouTube, all these companies, they're greedy. You know, what they want is they want you to keep people on their platform. They don't want you sending people to somebody else's platform. Again, it's business, right? So by uploading the video directly to Facebook, you can watch it on Facebook. You don't have to leave Facebook to watch it. And that's what the Facebook algorithm gods like. Just like YouTube would not want you sending people away from YouTube. They want people to stay on their platform. I get it. But anyway, that's what I've been doing, and Facebook likes it, and it shares the content more. So I don't know, Margaret, if Artillion's going to give anything away, but I can ask him. I'll ask him. That's a great thing. You know, when we have guests who have YouTube channels or other companies, they might give away a little bling. It might not be a box blade. It might not be a stump bucket. But, you know, who knows? Maybe they have like an Artillion key ring or something. I mean, that's fun to win that kind of stuff. Thank you. I will ask. Good point. Good point. If I keep saying good point, then I'm talking while I'm reading. All right, 7:30. We're going to do a sticker giveaway here soon. We're going to wrap up by 8. That's the other thing I forgot to tell you. If you're still here, if you haven't left yet, and this is your first live stream, know that what we try to do is keep it to 1 hour. I don't want to take up your night, and this gives you time to watch other viewers' content, and it's kind of fun. So that's what we do. All right. Oh, I just said it's kind of fun, and Margaret said that the word I say a lot is fun. So I do that, don't I? But everything's fun. Thank you. But now I'm gonna be self-conscious, and I'll just say that things are enjoyable. Why are you watching tonight, by the way? Put that in the comments. I am so humbled that you come back each week. And I know you don't come back for me. I mean, maybe you enjoy what we do here. I'm convinced that a lot of the formula to this live stream is that people like to come back and see each other in that live chat. And that's made obvious here by by all the comments in the live chat that are directed at one another rather than at me. So, but we'd love to see in the comments, why do you come back week after week? Why do you do it? Here's a question from Herb. Question about Tidal. I'm not a Tidal expert. By the way, if you're just joining us, Tidal is a music app just like Spotify and YouTube Music and Apple Music. Do they provide the lyrics? Yes, I've seen that. I have seen the lyrics pop up, and I believe even some music videos pop up. So, but yeah, I've seen the lyrics. I mean, to me, when I look at it, it almost looks like Spotify. The app looks almost exactly the same. So, what the negative thing I found with Tidal, it seems to me that Spotify is better integrated with other smart devices like your Amazon Echo, your Google Nest smart device. We have so many things in this house, which is I kind of screwed up there. I've got too many smart devices. Of course, I've got Siri on my phone, and then I've got Alexa, and then I've got a Google screen, so we can talk to the kids on the Google screen. And so you're like, hey, Alexa, Siri, Google, like it's confusing. But anyway, the Tidal is not as well integrated with those devices, especially Amazon Echo. I like that I used to be able to say, Alexa, play Willie Nelson's Whiskey River, and it would play from Spotify. It's a little clunky now trying to get it to play from Spotify or from Tidal. And I don't know that YouTube or Google does it at all, the Google thing. Like I can play it on my phone and I can stream it, like Chromecast it to Google. But anyway, that's another anyway. I think I say anyway more than I say fun. That's what I think. Is the bird? The bird is bobbing. Thank you, Keegan Timber, for pointing that out. Next, poutine. I could look it up and make some poutine here in the States, I suppose. Just seeing if there's any more questions before we move on. Good point, Chris. 58 watching. Now there's more than 58 watching. Only 29 likes. Come on, smash that like button. Appreciate that. As I say to people, you can hit the like button, and if later you have like button remorse, you can unclick it. Why am I still playing this little ticker on the bottom? I'm a little out of sorts, aren't I? Well, thank you, Margaret, because you ate fun. Maybe that's you are fun. Thank you. If I had poutine, then I would eat fun. Oh, that's why you keep coming back, because it's a cult. You're all clutterites. Well, welcome, clutterites. Thank you for that. I appreciate these comments. You're going to make me blush. I wasn't looking for comments about how great I am, and that's why you keep coming back. I genuinely appreciate it. But yes, Brian, coming back for the camaraderie, absolutely. As I've said over and over again, and for those of you who have been around forever, I'm sorry, but remember, there are new people here watching every week who never heard this before. As I've said over and over again, though, that the YouTube and now Facebook community, the audience, the viewers, it is a community of like-minded and very kind people, and that's what we try to foster here on the channel is just kindness and talking about things that we all have in common. Casey's here. Hey, Casey, watched a couple of the videos on Facebook about the welding the shackle on the tractor and pulling out the friend's big tractor and a few others. So thank you, Casey. Glad you're here. I do say that all the time. I'm really glad you're here. That's became a catchphrase unintentionally. David's only here for the stickers. So is John, right? Running joke for those of you who are new. John Ritter has been on pretty much every live stream from the beginning. He was even a guest and still hasn't won the stickers, but he did win something a couple weeks ago. So that was fun. Just not the stickers. There's a question from David Martin. Not for me, it's for all. Does anyone besides AI2 make a reversible cutting edge for a BX? It's time to replace yours. Well, What kind of cutting edge there, David? I don't have a BX, but cutting edge for the bucket, is it reversible? I don't know, but it says question for all. So a lot of BX owners here who can help you with that. I hope that they will answer that question for you. Wait, are you serious, Margaret, that your Alexa is answering me? Alexa, what time is it? Did she answer? We have the Echo Dot, which doesn't have a screen or anything. We have the original one, and I have a newer one, and I kind of like it. Like, it's very responsive. It's creepy sometimes the way it answers, and you swear she's spying on you, but I don't have anything to hide. But what's creepy about the Dot is if you whisper, she'll whisper back. You're like, Alexa, what time is it? She'll whisper back. If you have one of those, try it. She tells really bad jokes. My brother was here, and he set up it's not called an Alexa, it's called an Echo Dot, I guess. But the one in the living room, he set it up to have some sort of automatic response, which I didn't figure out how to turn that off. And next time he comes to visit, I need him to do that, because you'll say, like, Alexa, turn on the living room light. And then my wife is so kind, she'll say thank you. And then Alexa will sing a song thanking her, sings You're Welcome. But it's like she's listening longer, and I don't know if I like that too much. That's funny, Chris. This is a night about streaming music, I guess. Title. It's good for Watershed Overlook. Good for a channel called Watershed Overlook. Very, very true. There's Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. I'm catching up on the comments here. There's a question from Mitch over at MJ doing stuff. Any projects coming up? Yeah, there are, Mitch. One project hopefully coming up, and we've talked about this recently, is the tree carving by the local chainsaw artist. That's supposed to happen, is it next weekend or the one after? So I'm going to record that and share that with you. Yeah, I think it's the 23rd. He's supposed to be here. So unless something happens, we've canceled twice already at least. And then it'll be planting season soon. So I'll be tilling up along the road to plant sunflowers like we do every year. We've got wildflowers that we plant for the bees, and we'll be doing some tilling there. I still haven't run that bush hog that I bought at the auction in February. The grass is starting to grow, and I need to get that bush hog attached to the tractor, try it out, check the gear oil. Haven't done anything. It's right where I dropped it when I bought it. So that's coming up, just waiting for better weather. Right now, it's been not the warmest, and it's also rained like crazy. We got a new French drain, or not a new one. We never had one before. We got a French drain in the basement, so the basement is dry for the first time in 65 years. And I was down there yesterday because we had so much rain, and I took the lid off the sump pump, and I was just watching the water trickling in from the underground pipe, and it was just beautiful to watch, thinking all that water would have been coming across the floor, but now it's going into the sump hole. Very fun. Luke, there's got to be a like button on your phone. Come on, man. There's got to be. All right, so I'm just going to keep reading here. You don't mind, right? Yeah, Edward Joyce won. I think you meant you won that helmet, right? You won that helmet. Pale Horse Outdoors gave away on the channel here a steel, what do you call it? Chainsaw helmet, with the helmet and the screen and the ear muffs and arborist helmet. I forget what it's called. Anyway, Edward Joyce won that. Congratulations, Edward. Ed. All right. Let's do the sticker giveaway soon. Don't worry. I know you're not going to stay here just for that, but there's your question. Thanks, John, for answering that about the Nobody else makes a reversible cutting edge. AI2 is the only one, but it's awesome. So that's good to know. Uh, thank you. Wow. Alexa is saying that I'm fun. Very nice. I wish Siri was more integrated. Apple keeps, they keep a tight rein on their technology, and I wish I could use Siri to like I have this house decked out with light switches, fan switches, dimmer switches, door locks. I can say, Alexa, lock the house, and the door locks lock. I can say, turn on the living room, turn on the music room, turn on the, we call it a music room because it has a piano in it. We're not that fancy, but um, we like to name our rooms in the house. We've got the music room, we've got the cottage room. The cottage room is just used to be a breezeway, and years ago it was closed in to become a small room. And it's cozy. It's a cozy little room. It's probably one of my favorite rooms in the house. We call it the cottage room. I see a greeting here to Mike. I didn't see you're here, Mike, Outdoor of the Morgans. So if you're here, Mike, I'm sorry I missed that. But greetings. We're glad to have you here for sure. Would love to have you back. There you go. There's Mike. Mike from Outdoor with the Morgans was here as a live stream guest. And as you know, another Mike from Tractor Mike came on as a repeat guest. We had Tractor Mike on a year ago, and then almost a year later, he came back on. We had Mike Morgan here right after I'm still saying, Mike, that you retired. He said he quit his job to do YouTube full time, but I think it's okay to say you retired from that job and then you continued with this job. But that was right after Mike had left his job, and so we talked about that a little bit. And then Melissa jumped in right at the end, so we had both of the Morgans here, and would love to have you come back, Mike. I think folks would really enjoy talking with you again. So let's, if you're interested, let's set that up. Have your people call my people. Yeah. Ed Joyce has a question about the tree carving. I don't know. Do you just toilet? I think you're misspelling something there. Anyway, if you missed out, we're going to have one of the tree trunks carved into some sort of shape by a local chainsaw artist. I've seen where they have varnished the trees, they've painted them. I don't know that you have to. That's a great question that we'll have answered when he's here, I'm sure. Mitch is asking about the bees. We moved them to cut down that pine tree, and they're doing great, Mitch. They didn't know what happened because Linda came with her husband, Ed, which is my sister and brother-in-law. And she sealed off the bees. It was a cool day, a colder day. So they were inside the hive, sealed them off. We carefully moved them on pallet forks out of the way, cut down the tree, and then put them back. And, they were waking up when we put them back and they were getting mad. In fact, I got stung that day, but otherwise it's all good. And boy, let me tell you something. That video where we cut down the tree, it was an old dead pine tree. We moved the beehives out of the way. Again, not a great performer on YouTube, which I knew it wouldn't be because it really wasn't about anything. It wasn't about bees. It wasn't about cutting down trees. It was just something we did that day. So not a whole lot of views. But then I made this YouTube short, which is the vertical videos that are less than a minute long, and I used some dramatic music. And I showed the tree being cut down, and I edited it in a way that was sort of like, I thought it was sort of like the way reality TV does it. And, it was very dramatic. And it might have appeared as though the tree fell on the beehives, the way it was edited. Might have appeared that way. My gosh, that YouTube short blew up and still is getting tremendous number of views. And the comments are just horrible. They're so bad. I didn't cut the tree down. My brother-in-law cut it down, and it's fine. he did a fine job. But gosh, the folks out there who are really excellent arborists, I guess, just I mean, every comment is so critical about how horrible of a job we did cutting this tree down. I mean, it is just, I'm sorry, Ed, if you're watching, because it's a very popular video, but I'm sorry, the comments are absolutely horrible. And that's okay. Uh, and I think some of those people have subscribed to the channel since then just to see, what other horrible things that I do on this channel. I don't know, but welcome if you're here from watching that video. It's called Dramatic Tree Felling, and it's one of my shorts. And I really enjoy the way it was edited. I think it was fun to do, and it was just for fun. But my goodness, it got some people pretty upset. Have you seen that video? Let me know if you have. All right. I'm sorry, but I have to skip through these comments because I'm way behind, and we're going to wrap up here shortly. We're going to give away this sticker. Here's a legitimate question, though, from Robert Hamilton. Is it okay to have four-wheel drive on all the time if you're on dirt and on hills all the time? And I'm going to say, disclaimer, I'm no tractor expert. I'm just a guy like everybody else who has a tractor. I have a little bit of experience with it. But I'm going to say, from what I've heard and read and seen, that it is okay to leave your tractor in four-wheel drive if you're in the dirt. But there are a couple of reasons that you'd not want to do that. One is it does put added wear on your tires. It puts added wear on your drivetrain, because if you notice, even if you're in dirt and you're in four-wheel drive and you cut that tractor hard one way, it's fighting you, just like, a four-wheel drive truck would do. It's fighting you because it's because of all those components in there. So it's putting a lot of stress on things. I tend to not use four-wheel drive unless I'm in a muddy, sticky situation, or if I'm pulling something where I need the added traction. And generally, it's only when I'm going in a straight line. But if I'm doing loader work, sometimes you need that extra traction on those front wheels when you're digging into a dirt pile or something. So I use four-wheel drive for that. But other times, mowing, even though I'm from the dirt, I tend not to use four-wheel drive. So that's my unprofessional opinion, but a great question, and brought us back to talking about tractors, which thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, all right. By the way, Tractor Man 44, that's okay that you're late. It's all right, because you still have a chance to win this sticker since you're here. Good answers. Yep, people are answering there, so good. All right, let's do this. Let's give away the sticker, because we're going to wrap up here in 10 minutes, and this could take 5 of that 10 minutes right now. So here's the deal. For those of you who are longtime viewers, you know the deal. So you can, if you want to go to the restroom and then come back, you can. I'm going to tell the new viewers what the deal is. Here's the deal. The deal is you're going to type a word in the live chat exactly the way I show it to you here momentarily. You're going to type a word in the live chat. It's going to have a hashtag followed by a word, and you're going to type that word, and then I'm going to use a random comment picker. You only need to type it once, because if you type it more than once, it's going to throw away all the other ones. So the random comment picker will pick the winner. It is currently only open to folks in the US and Canada, and that's because I haven't looked in fully how to mail these things further than that. So I apologize. I know we have some folks from Ireland, from Australia. So apologies for that. I don't know what else I could do for you if you're from somewhere else around the world. But for now, it's US and Canada. Open to you. Also, if you won the stickers in the past, well, if you won the bumper sticker in the past, please don't enter, because we want to give everybody one chance to win. Everybody gets a chance to win. So if you've won this bumper sticker in the past, please don't enter. However, if you won the round stickers in the past, you can enter. So it's okay if you won something else. It's just this one. And when we give away the round stickers, we do the same thing. We ask people not to enter if they already won the round stickers. So I think that's it. That's really all there is to it. Get ready to enter this word. I have to share a screen here, which I perhaps was a bit unprepared for, because I didn't do that earlier. We don't need to share that. Share that. Okay. So wait for it. Let's start the music. And we turn it down low because we found in the past it was too loud. There's 27. How's that? You can barely hear the music, right? All right, so type in the live chat only. If you're watching this in the replay, I'm sorry, it's already happened in the past. In the live chat, type in hashtag NYC. Remember earlier on I talked about that today I was right across from New York City. I could see it from the New Jersey Turnpike in my passenger side window. Well, made me think of New York City. So hashtag NYC. Type that in. It can be uppercase or lowercase, but just make sure it has the hashtag with no spaces and enter it in there. I'll show you. For example, Colleen Joyce typed it like this from Facebook in lowercase, and then her husband typed it from YouTube in uppercase. Oh, that's Tractor Man. They're going by so fast. But anyway, there's her husband. So type it like that, hashtag NYC. If you've never won this sticker before, you are qualified to enter to win this. So we'll give it a little time. We usually get about 40 entries or so, and then we'll pull the lever, so to speak. Now you'll see somebody like Chris here. He's a funny guy, Chris, over at the Watershed Overlook. Has a fun channel to watch. There's the word fun a couple times in a row. But he wrote hashtag New York City. You know why? Because he already won, and he knows he can't win again. But he still has to put a comment in there. So that's why he did that. But don't do that. And don't do that. Make sure you write down or type in hashtag NYC, because that's the only way that you'll be recognized. And there we go. All right, we got 41 entries. 42. Oh, I was talking about that auction video. I bought that bush hog at the auction, and I haven't used it yet. Yes, absolutely, Caden. If you won the round stickers, you can win this one too. This is only if you won this one. Please don't enter. But if you won the round stickers, go for it. Try to win this one too. Thanks for clarifying that. Appreciate it. The video about the bush hog. I bought the bush hog at the auction, and haven't set it up yet and haven't used it yet. It's a used bush hog. It's actual bush hog brand. Nice little 4-footer. I like it a lot. I just have to check it out and make sure it even works. Point is, I was talking about Facebook, and my gosh, that video on YouTube about the auction, it got a nice number of views. People enjoy it, but that's one that blew up on Facebook. It has 500 people compared to liking it or whatever. I don't know how it works there, but anyway, the views are off the charts on Facebook compared to on YouTube. So people on Facebook like the auction video. That's all I'm saying about that. All right, the music stopped, so let's do it. We got 43 entries, and now we'll hit the draw button. Here we go. Let's see who the winner is tonight of this wonderful bumper sticker that fits nicely in a number 10 envelope. Oh my gosh, it's Margaret Matthews. Margaret's been asking Margaret's been asking for the bumper sticker because I believe she already won the round stickers in the past. So, Margaret, congratulations. You won the bumper sticker. I know that's been a long time coming. Congratulations. I need a little applause button. So Margaret and other folks. Oh, I have one more thing to do before we leave. I know. I'm sorry. I missed this earlier. I'll combine things here. I've asked people in the past to send a picture. Send a picture to contactmcgtv@gmail.com. That's also where you'd email me with your address if you're a sticker winner. So if you want me to feature your photo to share with other people, either your equipment or your family or your pets or your property, I can share those. They don't all get up here, but once in a while I can share them. So just email me at contactmcgtv with your photo, and I'll share it. And let's do that real quick right now. I'm not going to do the intro music. I'm just going to share some of these photos. I only have like 4, but thank you to the folks who sent these photos in this week. And the first one I want to show is from Ed Evans. Got a new BX, a brand new BX, and that's his son there. Guess that's your wife there in the door, proudly looking over the new BX. Congratulations on buying the BX. Make sure you come back and talk to the fine folks here, because a lot of BX owners here, and congratulations for that. Thank you for sharing that. This is a fun picture from, there's the word fun again. Twin Brooks Acres sent this. This was his first tractor, the International 234. Now he has the Massey Ferguson GC 2610. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that, and I know you enjoy that a lot. I'm going to use the word fun again. This is fun from David Schaller. Sent this to me from his property in North Carolina. He was clearing his property, and he found I don't think I shared this in the past. I think I forgot to. He found this cabin on his property when he was, I guess, clearing the property. What's another word for fun? Anyway, good find, David. And then even better yet, there's an after picture. Make a mental note of this one. And here's the after picture. Look at that, all cleared up. So that is a neat discovery. It looks like it has old logs there from the old cabin. He said that the house, there's no way to date this, but the house nearby was built in 1930. Thinking maybe the cabin is around that same time. So let's look again, before picture and after picture. Very nice. Hey, that was indeed fun. And make sure you watch the rollout here, because I'll play some of your comments on there as well. But I want to thank you for joining me. Make sure you mark down that date of May 2nd when we have the Artilian representative here, and you can ask questions about Artilian products and how they're made and what they make and all that good stuff. A lot of good information. So keep up the live chat as we roll out tonight with each other. Thank you to all of you for joining me tonight and every Monday night. It's so much fun, and I really do appreciate it. So next video should be coming out. I don't know when. You know, I do, as you know from the beginning of this live stream, I do work full time, so content is made on the weekends, and life only has so much time. So we try to do things that are enjoyable and, of course, fun. So thanks again. Appreciate it. And I will see you next time.